But no, I definitely, I don't listen to them, but I can understand what.
Feel you.
I can understand it.
The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox. Herbal drink pouch. Hello, everyone. Welcome into the YouTube stream.
What was the one? The clown has no penis.
That clown has no penis.
There we go.
How's everybody doing? Welcome in. Jocelyn, John, Jaden, Casey, Imperials, Shot, Jim, Tave, Mike of Philly Ferry.
Hey guys, hey guys.
Jaden, Brian, Sharon.
How's it going, everybody?
Sarah, Alex. I will say, Jaden, what we're looking for is something we don't have to pay much money for. Somebody that will make money off of hosting a couple hundred people. You know, like a bar that's desperate for business.
Yeah.
They just wants a few hundred people to come in on a Friday or Saturday night.
I'm down with that.
What's up, Danny?
I need to raise enough money to buy that tour bus I sent you.
I know, man.
Dude, how sick was that fucking
I
thing?
think it was fucking nicer than my house.
It's $250,000.
A lot nicer than my house.
I was just scrolling through Marketplace that popped up. I'm like, God damn, boy.
Yeah, dude. It's, this is my wife's shirt. So for some of you wondering, why is he wearing a shirt with his own face on it?
Why not?
My wife keeps on insisting I wear it. And that's what I fucking do.
I enjoy it. It's pretty funny.
This is what I do. I sit on you. I was watching the Bum Song by Tom Green the other day.
Yeah.
God, what a fucking rush of
Such a throwback.
memories and emotions.
I listened to that, I think, like 6 or 7 months back, and I'm like, God, this is so bad.
It's bad, but
it's so bad, but
he's
it's so
like
good.
the original. He's like the original, man.
Oh, he's the OG.
I don't know what the original of, but he's just the original. It's
Yeah.
that slapstick YouTube comedy shit.
Yeah, did you see the one video that still pops up every now and then? It was him and Andy Milonakis, where they go to they're like at a store, and like there's like a table that has a zipper going down the table.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like, and then Tom Green just do that. I fucking love it.
That's what's wrong with us. Is that's what we were raised
I
on,
know.
man.
He's the king of like just making shit as awkward as humanly
Oh,
possible.
Yeah. It's perfect. It's
Yeah.
perfect. Hey, Jazzy Pete. Thank you, Drill. MJ, MG. I'm MD. Mad Dog 2020. Appreciate you. Let's see if I can get this brought up here. We're gonna start a podcast for ya.
Let's fucking do it.
Almost 8 years of this fucking show. Wow.
Yeah.
People are like, I want to know how to do a podcast to make money. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know the recipe, but you're not going to be able to do it.
Not in this landscape. Unless you already got a following anyways, not anymore.
Yeah. All right. Let's get this going.
All right.
Potato launcher is not a good nickname for your penis. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Brohio podcast. I am one half of the most powerful, amazing podcast duo that the history books will ever write about. I'm Delicious Nickalicious,
I'm Rob Dog. Hey, guys.
and you are listening to the award-winning second place Dayton's Best podcast.
Consecutively the first place, but never mentioned as first place.
Oh, my God. Welcome in, everybody. So happy to have you here on what is a Monday night for us. Raw is War episode edition of the Brohio podcast.
We threw a fit so many times at the Dayton's Best that they don't even offer the podcast as a choice
They
anymore.
don't, and they won't return our emails as well.
Fuck them.
I was like, curious. Could I see the voting tally?
Yeah.
And she
Prove
said,
it.
no. Leave me alone, you fat lard.
Because ain't no way.
Yeah. We're still salty about that.
4 listeners and somehow you won the vote. Okay, cool. Sure.
That's all right. We are the Dayton Podcast Sons, and We'll forever know that.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of sons, we got some new Patreon subscribers coming in. 2 of them. It's looking a little lean this week.
That's fine.
So maybe if you guys want to get some exclusive content, I'm gonna be firing up another thing I used to do a long time ago called Broad Rage, where I just talk to myself on the way home from work. Me starting that up here in the next week or so, where I'm going to tell my life story. I'm going to go through a biography. I'm going to go year by year, starting at birth.
Okay.
And I'm going to describe the smells, the tastes. I'm going to describe it all.
There you go.
In great detail.
Yeah. And if you're the next 5 patrons that we have, I'll send you my top 5 favorite asshole pictures.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It could be my asshole, could be somebody else's.
Could be a cat dog.
It could be a goatsy, you never know.
First up, Matt Bridges.
Hell yeah.
He's so rich and powerful they had to name him after a mode of transport when you're trying to cross a body of water.
I'd cross him.
Yeah, dude. Matt Bridges, that's what we extend to you, is the friendship bridge.
Ooh.
And we are eternally grateful that you chose us and you wanted to engage with us. And God damn it. Fucking.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And after him, we got Brian the Swamp Man Ard. Ard.
That sounds like a Florida Man
It
thing.
really does, yeah.
There's this new series on HBO called Florida Man, and it's just crazy stories from Florida.
Naturally.
Thank you very much, Swamp Man. Swamp Thing was one of my favorite shows growing up.
No, dude, yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. Where was I? Okay, the show. And I watched the first episode, and it was this guy who needed money, so he got on Craigslist. He's like, hey, well, I'll do anything to make some money. And some rich fucking Chinese doctor wrote back and said, come over to my house, and my greatest fantasy is for someone to cut off 3 of my toes and cook them and eat them in front of me.
Oh, my God.
And they reenact it, dude. And it's
That's great.
produced and directed by Danny McBride.
Shut up. That's great.
The reenactments are so intense. I was holding my breath and turning my eyes.
Really?
Yeah, that's how.
That's fun.
I won't spoil it to whether.
Yeah, I got to check that out.
Yeah, it's good. I would like to say congratulations to our cat lawyer, Jess. We'll call her by her Instagram name, Pretzel Logic. She had a fucking baby,
Oh, shit.
and he looks healthy. Looks like he's got probably a good sized dingling on him.
Good sized pretzel.
Got a big old fucking. So congratulations to Jess and family. She's gonna be
Congratulations.
a great mom. I don't know what they're gonna do with all them cats.
Who knows?
I think it's just one singular cat, actually.
Just got to put one down.
Yeah, my neighbor, dude. My neighbors. They're younger. They're early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
They got a high-strung border collie.
Okay.
She's something. And he came to me the other day. He said, What'd your dog do when you started having babies? And I said, well, he just kind of figured it out that he didn't like it. He just because their dog fucking hates kids.
Oh,
hates
man. Really?
kids, yeah.
That sucks.
And he said, I'm worried about the dog hurting the baby. I said, it's like natural process, man. The baby just knows it's one of you guys, and it's not like it picks it up like a pit bull out of the
Right.
starts shaking its head off or anything. But, you know, what do I know? We've been kind of kicking around getting a new dog, and I kind of want a miniature golden doodle is what I'm looking at.
Okay.
Something hypoallergenic that doesn't shed,
Mm-hmm.
as I'm so tired of animal hair.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, everyone will be like, rescue a dog. Well, I rescued a dog once, and it was the worst experience of my life. I'll never rescue a dog. But any dog that comes here should be considered rescued, because we treat our animals very wonderfully.
Mm-hmm.
Pepper and I shared an entire sleeve of club crackers the other day.
Dude, those are so good.
They
Those are so good.
There's this one kid that comes over, and love her to death, man. Sweetest girl. We're kind of like the flop house.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know how
I
that
think
is.
you guys are too.
We are, yes.
The biggest problem with being the flop house is These motherfuckers eat and eat
Yeah.
and eat. And when this one comes over, we got to hide food. We're like, okay, she's coming over. It's time to hide whatever's important to you.
Yeah. Fucking bolt it down if you don't want it eaten.
There was little Deborah's going up in the cabinet. There was all kinds of stuff moving. And I look over, and the only thing in the cabinet was a box of club crackers.
Mm-hmm.
And I look over after she's been here for about an hour, and she's eaten the entire box of fucking club crackers, just going through them. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Oh, man.
And I said, hey, did you save any? She said, no. There weren't many in there to begin with, which there was a whole entire box.
Yeah.
So she housed a whole box of club crackers.
Yeah, man.
And I got upset about it.
Yeah.
And then my kids got upset with me. They said, you're not nice to our friends. And then my wife said, you're fucking mean to their friends. There's a safe space. They're allowed to eat as much as they want. Okay, lesson learned. So then the next night, Emily has 2 friends come over, and they're older. They're 16, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So Stacy fell asleep, and I made that pumpkin cake, that pumpkin dump cake, and it tastes like shit.
Tastes like dump.
Tastes like fucking poop. It tasted like baby feed. It was.
You put the dump in dump cake.
And I took it down to him in bowls. I'm like, here, I made you food. I made you guys cake because I'm not nice. And I went back down an hour later to get their bowls, and they were all still full. I was like, good stuff, huh? And they were all like, no, we tried, but it's like, this wasn't any good. It's like baby food.
Oh, shit.
So then they started watching a scary movie, and I about kicked the window in trying to scare them. Like, just embarrassing the kids, man.
That's what you got to do, man.
So last time we talked was right before, was it? Yeah, it was the night before election.
Night before elections, yep.
And the world's changed a lot since then.
Boy, has it.
We don't have to elaborate on that, but I will say,
you know what's crazy though? It's like it's full circle, man. We started our very first episode was right after
Trump got elected.
A little after, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's full circle, and the elections. I saw a lot of things about people going through mental health stuff over it, which if you're deeply affected by it, I get it. But mainly, I want to talk about the seasonal depression stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going through whatever you're going through, just know that you got a friend in us, and we love sharing this time with you. We love you, and just know that if you listen to us, while you may not have met us, but if you listen to this show and you have a good time, then I can 1,000,000% guarantee we would be best of friends if we ever met in person. So if you ever feel like you're completely alone, you got us, and we care about you, and we love you. And seasonal depression is a real thing for a lot of people. I know it gets dark out early, and it just makes you sad, man. And Thanksgiving and Christmas, sometimes it can be a hard time to reflect upon the people that you've lost. And it's important to redirect your focus. You find a creative outlet, draw pictures, write a book, build something, get into woodworking, create a podcast, make some music, do something to get your brain off, work out, do something to get your brain off of whatever it is that's making you sad. And we're thinking of you, and we mean nothing but the best for you during this tough time of the year.
Well said.
And one resource that I've found is phenomenal. If you're starting to work out and that was one of the most difficult things when I first went to the gym. I had no idea what to do. I just walked in and said, all right, I got to start picking stuff up. If you haven't attempted to navigate ChatGPT yet, that is an excellent resource. It takes the place of thousands of dollars you would pay a personal trainer. You can tell it exactly what you want body type. You say, I want to start getting a full body workout, but I really want to focus on having fucking gigantic arms. Yeah. Or you say, give me a meal plan for 2,200 calories for an entire week. And it'll spit all that stuff out.
What exercise can I do to ensure that I get really long balls?
If you want long balls, we have something we can do for you. Send us an email, brohiopodcast@gmail.com. You know how, you ever iron a shirt
Love it.
and then you fill it full of water for whatever fucking God knows reason?
Mhm.
I don't know why you put the water in there. Is that like gas?
Yeah, so you can start it.
I got a 2-stroke shirt iron upstairs.
Yeah.
This is from Scotland Yard. Scotland Yard is hunting a prankster in their ranks. This is a police station, London's biggest police station, who filled an iron with urine in the locker room of one of London's biggest police stations.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's the yuckiest.
That's so gross.
The culprit filled an iron used for officers' uniforms while on duty with urine at the locker room in Charing Cross Police Station in central London.
Love it.
Now the force is probing 2 offenses of criminal damage after the grim discovery last weekend. The Met is investigating 1 count of criminal damage over the iron prank, which would have left officers' uniforms stained with body waste and other damage to an unknown piece of police equipment.
Oh, shit.
Senior officials at Britain's... That's so fucking gross.
It's fucking hilarious, but I feel like that's a little overboard. Like, not the prank.
I feel like it's perfect.
But I mean, like, to charge someone with a crime for it, like, that's, come on, man. You just wash your uniform, you'll be fine. It's not that big a deal.
No pun intended, I would be pissed if that happened to me.
Hey, piss boy.
Yeah. My shirt's smelling really stinky. The incidents took place in an area that is not accessible to the public. Inquiries are ongoing. The incident at the station, which has Europe's largest custody center, has caused a stir among rank-and-file officers. One retired detective chief inspector, Mick Neville, dubbed the mystery culprit the slasher of the yard. He told the paper, "This has no doubt caused quite a stink. A joke's one thing, but this is taking you know what."
Oh, man.
The public are often moaning that officers look scruffy on the beat these days, but tampering with a steam iron like this would have left them smelling like a gent's urinal if they used it to press their uniforms. If caught, the officer or staff member in question would likely face a gross misconduct hearing and could be dismissed from the force without notice.
That's crazy, man.
A real pissa.
Yeah, they're going to do test the piss, compare piss swatches.
Everybody here piss in this cup, piss in this iron.
You may think it's for a drug test. No.
That's a dastardly deed, man.
Yeah, I've never thought of that. That's pretty fucking funny.
It's diabolical.
Yeah. Next time I go to a police station, I know what I'm going to do.
Where's your iron? Because I got to go to the bathroom. One thing we've kind of said over the years, one of the most overrated bands of all time for us are the Beatles.
Mm-hmm.
I, this week, made an attempt to understand the Beatle craze.
Okay.
So I went back to 1963, I think, and I listened to the top 10 songs from that year.
Sure.
And then I played the whole entire Beatles' first album.
Okay.
And I would say they would have been like almost like a Justin Timberlake-ish pop, or
Yeah.
they were so much different than what was on the radio. And I was listening, I was like, man, this is kind of poppy, pretty catchy. And then over the past several days, I've listened to every album driving to and from work just to hear how their sound changed over the years.
Sure.
And when they got on drugs, they were really fucking good, man.
Dude, music is always better when the artists are on drugs.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
But I have a newfound respect for the Beatles and the Beatle craze after listening to their entire anthology, just their entire record discography, going through it, and how much different they were than the sounds that were coming out at the time. They changed a lot, but I definitely don't think they're overrated anymore.
Okay.
As for 2024, it barely holds up, but to put yourself in 1965,
Yeah. And that's it.
top of the game.
I think that's kind of my mindset on it. Is like looking back, like sitting here in whatever year, whenever I was tried to listen to them, I'm like, this is fucking gay.
Yeah.
Like, this sucks.
But I put myself in the mindset of then, and
Yeah.
wow. I think to myself, pretend I'm a teenager in 1963 and I'm hearing this for the first time compared to what's out right now.
Sure.
And I could see how it would be just craziness. So
I get it.
I did want to set the record straight on that.
Okay.
And I would also like to set the record straight on a few of these sponsors that are about to come up, and hopefully you guys enjoy them.
Okay.
Okay.
Those are the best.
They were. Today, we're talking about a haunting.
Okay.
It's been a long time.
It has. It's been a really long time.
I had to do digging on a something that would, I guess, be worth its weight on this show because, most of the hauntings,
There's not really a lot of substance.
I don't like them. I get them, but I don't like them. But this one's got some substance to it. I like it. A fun story. And it goes to England, which matched the theme of our iron pisser in the beginning of the episode.
Right.
I Snapchatted you the other day, and I told you something, and I don't think you believe me, but I took a shit at Walmart.
Yeah.
I was in a really bad...
Congratulations, by the way, for
I
doing
was
that.
desperate.
Yeah, you got to be really desperate to take a shit at a grocery store or a big store like that. I love going to the bathroom, but never really taking a shit there unless I physically have to.
Well, I had to.
You always see something crazy whenever you go into these bathrooms. Always.
I walk into this bathroom. Mind you, I don't ever go to the Walmart by my house because it's fucking disgusting.
It's really bad. Was there last time I went into the Walmart bathroom, which was a couple days ago, there was just ripped up fucking boxes like where people were stealing shit.
Well, that's where I'm getting.
Yeah, okay. Always.
And I told my wife I took the day off Friday and I was in there with her. I said,
because you went to the bathroom there.
I said, you're going to have to check out by yourself. I got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay. So I walk into the bathroom. They just cleaned it. Sparkling.
Okay.
It's fucking clean as shit. I said, all right, I can do this. I pop open the handicap stall because obviously I'm not shitting in the poverty stall.
Hell no, man. You got to have space. You got to have
I like
leg
to get
room.
naked and let my knees flop to the side like I'm getting a fucking gynecological exam.
Hell yeah.
So there I am in the stirrups with my legs spread apart, taking a naked shit. And I hear somebody come in. It sounds like they're dragging a dead body, just like. And of course, they sit down in the stall next to me. I see Velcro shoes.
Of course.
And then just like. Someone kind of grumbling, rumbling. And then it sounds like Christmas Day over there. Just somebody unboxing, unwrapping shit. And like you said.
It's always, man.
People just go in there and open stuff and take it. And I just put my hands up on the stall, like I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to defend my honor. I don't know if he's opening up a sword and he's going to try and take my wallet or whatever. And it's just like insistent. And I hear like plastic hitting the floor and shit. Then I decide, all right, I'm waiting this motherfucker out because I don't want to have to see.
Yeah.
And they were done really fast. 45 seconds to a minute.
Yeah.
And they left out of there. And then I said, thank God that's over. So then I wipe myself and I get out of there. And
Does that make you an accessory, kind of?
Well, I looked. There was nothing in that stall when I came in. But when I left, that guy had unboxed an entire fucking Keurig.
Oh, my God.
Coffee machine.
Holy fuck.
And I guess put it in his sweatpants or something. I don't know where he put it, but
holy shit.
This is a big boy. This is a big Keurig, and he unboxed it, and I don't know what he did with it, but he officially took ownership of it and left the box and all, I just remember looking in there, and the first thing I saw was the little postcard on the ground that says, "Don't take back to the store. Call this help number," where,
Wow. Damn, man.
It's fucking
good for that person.
Took a whole ass Keurig to the toilet and disassembled it.
That's funny as fuck, dude. That's crazy.
One time, I think I told this.
Shit.
I told this story on the podcast. I had to have, but we got a hand-me-down washer from my aunt. It's a really nice washer, but I was taking something apart on it. There's a drain on it, and there's some components in there you got to kind of disassemble to let the drain leak out.
Right.
And I went to put it back together, and I couldn't find anything that I'd taken apart. So then there was no way to do laundry because the water would just flood onto the ground.
Right.
And I looked up the part, and there was a 6-week lead time on this part that I needed.
Damn.
and it was going to be like $48 for this little plug. So then I went to Best Buy and I found a similar model.
Yeah.
And I opened it up and I just started taking parts out of it. I was like, I had a fucking screwdriver and pliers in my pocket, like a crackhead cutting off a catalytic converter.
Oh my God.
I started disassembling the washer and taking the parts I need. I got everything I needed, dude.
That's funny as fuck.
It was a floor model. It wasn't that big of a deal. But
Just fucking unscrewing shit.
I was too.
That's great.
I had my daughter, like, she was 5'6" for me, dude. She's looking for the police, make sure nobody's coming. Yeah.
That's great.
What a dad.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Today we're diving into the heart of Yorkshire, England, to the small, unassuming town of Pontefract. Pontefract.
Pontefract.
I'm going to make sure. Pontefract. Pronunciation.
Pontefract.
Pontefract.
Hell yeah.
Pootfract.
Sounds like a great place.
Norwegian wood. Isn't it good? I don't know. I just saw that in the YouTube chat by accident. I don't know. This town that we're talking, Pontefract, is home to what many call the most violent poltergeist haunting in British history.
Hell yeah.
A sinister entity known as the Black Monk of Pontefract. I know with
race thing?
race relations at an all-time level here in the United States, I do wish to confirm this is not a race-driven. There's no...
I'm a poltergeist, bitch.
I'm a black monk.
Pick your titties up off the floor.
Where that black-ass monk go? Pick your titties up.
Boo, bitch.
Yeah. But you got...
Oh, God.
Robert better not get in my...
Surprise, motherfucker.
There we go.
They can't hear that.
They can't even hear it.
Yeah. But first, let's introduce the family who lived through this nightmare.
All right.
It was the Pritchard family. It was 1966. Joe and Jean Pritchard had just moved into a humble, government-subsidized council house at 30 East Drive. So they were welfare people. They were fucking poor whites. They had two kids, Philip, a teenager, and Diane, a sweet 12-year-old girl who we'll say she'd soon become the entity's prime target.
Cool.
You know, as we've discussed over the years, usually the primary target of these poltergeist attacks are prepubescent girls.
Yeah.
And I'm holding out hope that we're going to get one here.
You never know.
I'm really hoping.
Yeah.
I've got it in I've got 3 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
I know something's going to pop up.
Yeah. So there's, speaking of stuff popping up, it's kind of cool. There's a, in my kids' room, which is in our house, we got our staircase, and then we have a landing up the top of the stairs, and there's 3 doors. There's one in front of us, one in front of the stairs, which is mine, and then you got kids' bedrooms off to the left and the right. Our one son, who they share a room, it's the big room upstairs. One has been sleeping in the bed with us lately, and the other one's been sleeping downstairs. And we're like, dude, you need to get the fuck out of this bed. Go sleep in your bed. You got 2 good beds in the room. Like, come on, dude. Why don't you want to sleep in there? And they have this, like, we call it the Coraline door.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah,
It's spooky.
It's like 2-3 foot tall door.
Just a weird hole in the wall.
It's an attic access essentially to get into a specific part of the attic. And he told my wife, he was like, I don't want to sleep in there because I keep hearing noises inside that door. And I'm like, oh fuck.
You might have a critter up there. Like a fucking owl or something.
I think he thinks there's a fucking person in there.
A raccoon.
I've never heard anything. I've looked and I haven't seen anything like crazy going on in there. There's no like shrine or
They're
anything.
trying to hustle you, dog.
I know. He's trying to stay in our bed.
There's this new indie wrestler kind of taking the world by storm. His name's Cocaine.
I've seen that.
He dresses like Kane,
but white.
He's white.
Yeah.
And for about the past 2 weeks, I've been going, oh, God, it's cocaine. And I just yell in the house for no reason. And then
I saw that a couple days ago, actually.
Friday night, I was playing video games, and Paisley came up to me, and she said, can we read the Ghostbusters book? And I said, no, I don't want to read right now. I'm playing video games. And she's like, you want to play Battleship? And I'm like, no, I'm playing Call of Duty. She said, what's cocaine? I looked at her and said, why are you asking that question? She said, because you keep on saying, who's cocaine?
What's cocaine? Dude, I love how kids will fucking they
Call
switch
you out.
tracks so
I
fast.
know.
That's great.
Leave me alone.
It's like she's been pondering that all day.
My God, it's cocaine.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, yeah, hang on. You never updated me about the banana peel.
He didn't. He walked in and looked at it and he went, nice fucking try.
Okay. You planted the trap, but it was intercepted.
There's more to it. Yeah. If you're not familiar, if you take a banana peel and put it on solid ground, I know cartoons portray it a certain way.
Yeah.
It is so much more slippery than you would ever imagine if you step on a banana peel.
Yeah, that was very vague. I didn't elaborate at all for everybody
We
else.
set a booby trap at work.
Yeah.
We did something else to him.
No boobies were caught.
Yeah.
Anywho, sorry.
Now this house was nothing special, just an ordinary family home in an ordinary neighborhood. The neighbors, they thought highly of the Pritchards. They're pretty down to earth, normal family. If you looked at it from the outside, you'd never suspect that something sinister lurked within the walls of this home. But it did. It wasn't long before the Pritchards would come face to face with a dark force that seemed intent on tearing their lives apart. It all started small. Nothing that screamed poltergeist or haunting at first, but just small nuances that happened throughout the day that kind of made you go, okay, that's different.
Yeah.
That's very different. Now, the mother and the father, I think it's John and Jean.
Okay.
Joe and Jean, they went on vacation and they left behind Grandma to take care of the son.
Okay.
Jean's mother, Sarah Scholes, was the first to experience the strange phenomenon. That was Grandma. She was at the house alone one evening, doing what grandmas do, keeping things tidy while the family was out. My mom used to do that. She would just come over to my house and clean, and she'd be, she'd say, you got a lot of shit stained underwear, more than I remember when you used to live with me.
Yeah.
But all the time I'll call my mom and just catch up with her. Hey, Mom, how you doing? What's going on? How are you? And then she's just like, out of nowhere, you need me to come clean? No, I don't need you to come clean. I'm a 37-year-old man. I've got, I know what I'm doing. I'm not trying to hassle you, but maybe you have a mom in your life that's still, even though you're an adult. I got to tell my mom all the time. She worries about me.
That's just a good mom, man.
When I was in the hospital a few weeks ago and I twisted my nut, she was scared to death for me,
Yeah.
for my health. But your mom just doesn't want to believe that you're a functioning member of society and that you can figure out shit on your own.
Sure.
So she still worries about me.
That's good, though.
Yeah. If I called her right now and said, I rolled my ankle at work today, she's just, oh my God. Oh God. She'd just be worried to death, man, that I wasn't going to be all right. So suddenly Grandma, she felt a chill, and not just that regular English dampness. I want to know about that English dampness, whatever that is. Do they have sex the same way we do over there, or you think it's different?
I would assume that it's very boring.
Bland.
Yeah, it's only missionary and that's it.
And shit.
Which I get down with missionary. That's the best way you can see them titties bouncing, dog.
Yeah, I don't do missionary, but I do that thing where I kind of lean back and put the legs between my ears and just fuck like I'm like a drunk on a ski trip.
Hit it like you're mad at it. Yeah.
Fucking yeah. Beat that shit like it bounced a check on me or some shit,
Yeah. I picture they keep their eyes closed and stuff.
Yeah.
There's not even a tit out. It's just like fully clothed.
Yeah.
Pull the underwear to the side, like type deal.
I don't like it like that.
I don't want you looking at my naughty bits.
English people got fucking hairy nipples, men and women. Their nipples are hairy as shit.
Yeah.
It's nasty.
It's a thing.
The gust of cold air she felt was a freezing gust right in the middle of a closed-off room.
Yeah.
Philip, her grandson, walked into the living room and stopped. There was a fine white dust falling silently from chest height all around the room.
My God, it's cocaine!
It's cocaine!
You were about to say that, weren't you?
I don't think I was.
Okay.
Good job, though, man. Good delivery.
Yeah, there you go.
The pair was very confused. It would make sense if the dust were drifting down from the ceiling, though not much more, as the house had been recently renovated, but appearing mid-air. That's what was called into question here. Grandma called Philip's aunt Marie, and she lived across the street. She called her over to the house to get a second opinion on what the fuck was going on, because you know there's dust falling from the middle of the room.
England does seem like a place that everything would be dusty, though.
Dusty and haunted.
Yeah.
You know, just everything's pissed off.
Super pissed.
You know, you got those people in those fuzzy hats guarding you and shit. You don't feel secure. Marie did not know where the dust came from either, but she knew it needed to get cleaned up. She went into the kitchen to get a rag and slipped in a puddle of water that hadn't been there a moment before. Grumbling to herself, she mopped the puddle up, only to have another puddle appear, another, and another, and another, to the point that they had to call the water company to figure out what was going on inside the home. The water company could not figure out where the puddles were coming from either. Marie went home, and Grandma and Philip tried to move on with their lives. Then, around 7 o'clock that evening, Philip's startled cry came roaring out of the kitchen. He said, "Grandma, it's happening again!
Grandmama!"
Mom! Mommy! What do they call mom over there? But
Mum.
What do they call
Grandma?
grandmom?
Grandmom. I don't know. What? I don't know.
Loose leaf tea and sugar lay strewn all over the counter. The button on the tea dispenser clicked and then depressed, splashing steaming tea over the mess. Then it went down again and again and again and again, hissing, continuing to depress even as the water ran out faster and faster. "Stop!" Sarah cried. "Stop it!"
I'm getting tea on my knickers. Yeah, there's a CK in there.
Careful!
There was a CK in there.
Like knickerbockers, right?
Yeah. They say that, right?
Yes. Just like they're smoking a fag, too. They still do that. Crash! Something in the hall crashed. They stumbled over to see what it was. The hall was empty and dark. The silence built, and then, randomly, the light clicked on.
Oh, no good.
Startling them both. So we can take a bit of a guarded skeptic's point of view for just a moment. Most of us would probably brush this off, maybe. Maybe the neighbors were renovating or it was dust from an old vent, but just when she thought it couldn't get any weirder, she spotted the puddles of water that the water department, they couldn't do anything with, and the puddles just kind of kept forming on the floor. And they just kind of were appearing out of nowhere, up out of the linoleum. There was
very strange.
There wasn't a good answer for it. So Grandma was home babysitting young Philip, and the rest of the family came home, and they chalked it up to plumbing issues and thought nothing more of it, but things, they would escalate from there.
Of course, they always do.
In England, the motherfuckers are eating beans and sausage for breakfast. So plumbing issues, while not as prevalent here, they got a lot of plumbing issues over there in England.
Centuries worth of fucking turds built up on them pipes.
So them sheep shaggers are clogging the toilets, dude.
Yeah, they are.
Stuff them full of poop,
Yeah,
gizzards, I don't know, beans, biscuits, and cookies.
They're still fucking eating like they're war strewn. How the fuck do you guys eat that?
I know when we go on the cruise and they have the different breakfasts from each country.
Yeah.
And I always look at the UK breakfast and it's fucking beans, dude. What kind of nasty bitch eats beans for breakfast?
It's like fucking shredded wheat and fucking
beans.
It really is. It's like poverty food, man. Dog. You guys, you poor country.
That's gross.
You guys do know you can eat whatever you want, right?
Yeah, you ever heard of Captain Crunch? Although we're going to have Robert Kennedy running our food program soon, so we're not going to be able to have Captain Crunch anymore.
We're not going to have anything bad,
I
which
dare
is good.
that-
Which is good.
I dare that gay bitch to try and take away Captain Crunch.
He'll get a fucking Captain Punch.
Yeah, I'll call him like, hey, Robert. Hello, what was this that I was talking to? This is Nicolicious from the Brohio podcast. I'd like to talk to you about Captain Crunch. Well, I'm going to like Captain Crunch.
I'll tell you what, man. He can't do any fucking worse than the FDA already does, man.
Yeah, dude, food is so bad here.
Our food is fucking... Everything has like pounds of sugar in it.
Pounds of sugar, pounds and pounds of preservatives.
Yeah.
All kinds of weird words. I got a Dr. Pepper Zero in front of me right now. Let's read it. This is just from the ingredients label. Aspartame, acesulfame, potassium, sodium benzoate, citric acid, phosphoric acid.
Hell yeah, dude.
You know that what they put in the nuclear bombs? Caffeine, malic acid, sodium phosphate, red 40. I had that in my underwear the other day.
The red 40's best. That's good shit.
Phenylketonuronix,
Oh, sweet.
phenylalanine.
Hell yeah.
And I pop this bitch and drink it with chicken wings. Oh my god.
Oh, man.
It's nasty.
Love it.
And Robert Kennedy's like, oh, I think that's a good thing to drink. I would have some water. So yeah, they chalked it up to bad plumbing. They said, we've been clogging these pipes for many years. Whatever. After that initial day of horror, which culminated in a violently rocking dresser and two fleeing the house to sleep at the neighbor's house, the activity ceased for 2 full years.
Damn.
But just as they started to relax, the ghost came back full force. Loud crashes became a part of daily life, as did objects flying through the air or disappearing and reappearing in odd places. Green foam
Oh, shit.
began to burst out of the sink. An ant, probably I would assume the ant that we talked about earlier, got an entire carton of milk dumped over her head.
I'd be so pissed.
I would be laughing, dude. I think they had a wizard living with them. You're a wizard, Harry. The daughter of the family, Diane, was thrown out of bed and on a few different occasions would actually wake up on the floor with her mattress on top of her.
Fuck. Damn, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a prank.
That's like when I knew I was going to masturbate, that's what I would do at my parents' house.
They walked in the room.
Yeah, they just see me
You just throw the bed on top
struggling for my life underneath the mattress. As the weeks passed, things started to get less easy to explain, we'll say.
Okay.
The Pritchards started hearing strange noises at night, much like my kids. I know they hear some strange noises at night, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Bangs, thuds, and scratching sounds seemed to come from the walls and the ceiling, much like that fucking creature living in your attic.
That's
with
true.
You guys. At first, they thought that it might be rats, but they never found any. Soon, the Pritchard's son, Philip, began calling the entity Fred, because that's what you do when you're dealing with a fucking malevolent spirit. You give it a name, right? You give it life.
Yeah.
So he named it Fred. But Fred, the F stands for fuck you, not friendly. Because Fred was not friendly.
Of course not.
He was anything but friendly. One night, in one incident, as the family sat in the living room, a heavy sideboard suddenly started shaking, violently rattling like it was about to topple over. Everyone watched in shock and horror as their furniture seemed to move with a life of its own.
Oh, yeah.
And then, without warning, objects started flying across the room, picture frames, knickknacks, books, all launching themselves off the shelves as if hurled by violent, ill-intent, invisible hands.
Sweet.
If I do get a ghost, a reoccurring ghost, not one that just... So occasionally you get ghosts when you're doing dark occult shit and you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I've walked that fine line. I've flirted with destiny and I lost. But if I do get a reoccurring ghost, I want it to make noises. I don't want it to be a quiet ghost.
Yeah.
I want it to be. I was thinking. I don't know why this popped in my head earlier. For places that do have ghosts just float around. What do these ghosts do when you're taking a shit? Just because they're pretty much their intent is to scare you.
Yeah.
And you never heard of people just.
Yeah, I feel like they know what's up and they want to let you do your business. Like they're proper. They don't bother you in the bathroom.
They play on their cell phone while you're shitting, or what do they do? They're playing Candy Crush.
They're fucking just sitting in your fucking toilet watching the turd fall down on them. They sit there with their mouth open.
I don't know, man. That seems kind of kinky too.
Yeah, who knows?
A lot of people would pay for something like that.
I mean, I wouldn't, but I get it. I don't. I'm just trying to.
Don't forget. I don't want to tell this on air because I don't want to give myself away for defacing property. But I got a funny story.
Okay.
And it doesn't involve me stealing things at Best Buy. It's funnier than that.
Okay.
So let's pause for just a moment. Imagine sitting in your own house, watching your furniture basically have a temper tantrum. Do you stay? Do you go? What do you do?
I'm staying.
Yeah, it's your house. You got a mortgage on that shit.
I'm gonna start throwing shit too.
I'll throw it back.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bitch.
Fuck you.
I'm sitting here in my knickers. You can't. I'm sitting here in my knickerbockers. You can't scare me away.
I'm in the loo.
I'm in the loo. I'm in the water closet. Is that what they call it?
I think so, yeah.
So back then, you don't really have, and there's no Ghostbusters. This is the 1960s. Peter Venkman doesn't even exist yet.
He said there's no Ghostbusters.
And the internet wasn't around, so you can't Google how the fuck you get rid of a ghost.
True.
What do you do when your furniture turns on you?
Yeah, you can't fucking get old as Zach Baggins.
When the nutsack, old nutsack Baggins.
Nutsack Zach.
All of a sudden, you're no longer sitting on the couch. The couch is sitting on you.
Oh, man.
This is what I do. I sit on you. The Pritchards, well, they were very unnerved, but they didn't move out. They tried to laugh it off, calling it Fred's doing. They were trying to amuse young Fred. If he was young, I don't know.
Who knows?
Hoping maybe this poltergeist would get bored and leave, but let's just say that's not how things played out.
Yeah.
This is a very, very active poltergeist. I think this is a demonic entity. I don't think this was a poltergeist
Do you,
at all.
do you think, I don't know why I just had this crazy, outrageous fucking thought.
No, tell me.
Do you think that, like, say, when our kids, like generations from now, when our kids and us were all dead, do you think all of our ghosts are going to be, like, fucking popping zins and doing TikTok dances? Like, oh, there goes Jaden again doing a fucking TikTok dance. Little ghost phone.
Man, I don't know. So
fucking hitting a vape.
And that's the thing is you don't get like.
There's no such thing as a modern ghost, I don't think. They're always like from like the early 1900s.
You would see now that turnover, right?
Yeah.
We would start to get 80s and 90s ghosts.
Right.
You see somebody. Oh, I saw somebody walk through their house in an LA Gear fucking windbreaker suit.
Yeah.
And you say, oh, that was a guy, that was a kid, got in a car accident here across the street or whatever.
They're always the prehistoric ghosts.
Old timers.
Yeah, why is that? I wonder what that is.
It's because it's not real.
You think so? They're always like small colonial children or fucking, yeah.
There's a woman in a white dress floating across the property.
Yeah.
It's never a bitch in TikTok butt shorts.
A big booty ghost. Yeah. Where's the ghost singing in sync?
Yeah. Or
wearing Jinkos.
I saw my ghost has breast implants or something that modernizes them.
Right. Lip fillers.
Yeah, I saw her. She had blonde highlights. She had makeup. She's wearing stilettos.
Yeah.
She was a nasty girl. I'd slow her. I'd be like, hey.
Whale tail.
Slow down, girl. Where are you going?
Remember whale tail? Where'd the whale tail go?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
When they would wear their G-strings up real high on their hips.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's called whale tail.
Is that what that's called?
Yeah, they got them
And the-
low-rise jeans with the fucking undies all the way up to their fucking titties.
That's how Lita dressed from
Yeah,
WWE. And
exactly.
I was willing to sacrifice a lot
She was the queen of Whale Tail, man.
for her when I was younger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, I want to know where these fucking ghosts are.
I know.
If you've ever seen a modern ghost, let me know.
Yeah, Brohio Podcast at Gmail. We want fucking sexy ghosts. Not these old wrinkly bastards.
Right.
My name's Bill Wilkins, and I'm 73 years old, and I died my own shit.
We don't want him.
We're trying to make ghosts sexy again.
Yeah. And we haven't mentioned it in a long time, but we do have a super secret podcast group.
shit. Yeah.
It's called Butt Chuggers Anonymous. Brohio Podcast Butt Chuggers Anonymous. And the password to get in is Bill Wilkins.
Yeah, it's not the plant group. It's the other one.
Although they will welcome you with open arms in
They
the plant
will.
group.
Yeah, they will.
Very nice people. Thieves, but they're nice people. Fred seemed to have a particular hatred for young Diane. It started with small things, Diane's hair being pulled,
Ooh, some girls like that.
objects mysteriously disappearing from a room. Where's me fucking dildo? But soon, things took a darker turn. Diane started dating black guys. And she brought...
Oh, shit.
I made that part up. I'm all for interracial love, though, so...
Oh, yeah, man.
Good for you, Diane.
Oh, shit. Wasn't expecting that. Caught me off guard. Yeah, me too.
One evening, Diane was coming down the stairs when she felt a rough, invisible force... Dude.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. One evening, Diane was coming down the stairs when she felt a rough, invisible force shove her from behind. So she was dating a black guy.
Right there. Took a tumble.
That was a joke. Come on. That was a joke. That was poor taste. I don't mean that.
I don't mean that.
She stumbled.
Took a fucking tumble.
She stumbled, almost falling down the steps. She cried out. You know, I know white guys that beat women too, so it's... I know Mexicans that beat women. It's...
Sure. Yeah. But when they make it so fucking easy.
Yeah.
Women, you need to get stronger.
Yeah. Make them stronger if you don't want us to beat them up. I beat up a girl in the 5th grade. I pushed her down.
Yeah.
And in that point in my life, I took an oath. I said, I will never put hands on a woman ever again.
Yeah.
But, dude, she was cheating in Foursquare, and she had
Dude.
She had it coming.
Yeah, that's definitely it's understandable.
Yeah.
It's okay. You're fine in my book.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Okay, she stumbled, almost falling down the steps. She cried out, but when her family rushed over, they couldn't see anyone or anything around her. As the attacks on Diane grew worse, they noticed something truly chilling. Diane was starting to develop bruises and even rope burns around her neck.
Damn.
As if she'd been physically restrained. Diane would wake up with these marks, terrified, and with no memory from the night before of what happened. It was almost as if Fred was trying to warn Diane, or worse. They tried to force the ghost out with exorcisms, and those are always good to do if you don't know what you're doing. Maybe you're not dealing with a malevolent, demonic entity, and you just do a random ass exorcism.
Yeah.
I don't know if that reverses or what that does. If you do an exorcism when someone doesn't need an exorcism, I don't know if that makes shit happen that's not supposed to.
Yeah, it's like 2 wrongs make a right, 3 left turns make a right.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double negative.
Double negative. Triple negative.
Oh shit.
This podcast is a fucking quadruple negative.
Right now it is, yeah.
Dude, these were met when they performed the exorcisms, they were met with walls weeping with holy water.
Oh fuck.
People getting slapped and shoved down the stairs.
Just walk through the door and you get the shit slapped out of you by something.
Crosses in the home were turning upside down.
Hell yeah.
And this is the craziest one, dude. They were playing a song that was meant to drive out the spirits or drive out the entity.
Okay.
And a pair of women's fur gloves levitated and started conducting the music that was playing.
That's awesome.
It was mocking them. The
That's
fur
funny.
gloves were levitating, and it was mocking the family while they're. What kind of music do you play to drive out?
He was vibing, dog. Oh shit, is a bop, dog.
Yeah, no. That it's your birthday. I wonder what music they were playing.
And Fred's chill as fuck.
He was, dude.
Yeah.
He was far ahead of his time. One night, Mr. and Mrs. Pritchard woke to find a tall, dark figure hovering over the bed. He quickly disappeared, but later, other people started seeing him around the house too, though they never saw his face. As the family tried to piece together what could be behind these attacks, they discovered something very sinister. A dark local legend. Locals spoke of a Cluniac monk who lived in the 16th century, a monk known for unspeakable acts. He was executed on the very grounds where 30 East Drive now stood, the home where the Pritchards lived, and legend says he was buried right there where the home now exists. So you're saying, okay, what are these awful deeds that this monk carried out? The monk was said to have been responsible for a series of brutal attacks on local populace, allegedly targeting young girls and vulnerable individuals in the community. The specifics remain murky, but the crimes were believed to involve violent assaults on women, a scandalous abuse of power given his position in the church. Tales also suggest the monk may have performed rites in defiance of the church, blending religious iconography with occult practices to manipulate and intimidate others.
Damn.
This monk, it was said, flirted with dark magic and occult practices to heighten his authority and invoke fear.
This motherfucker's trying to level up.
He said, I'm a fucking black-ass monk. Y'all about to lay down. In some versions of the story, it is alleged that the monk murdered his own family, his own brother, who had discovered his deviant acts.
Damn, man.
Thus giving him the moniker, the Black Monk of Pontefract.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was a scary bastard.
You about to worship this bitch?
You about to find out. The Pritchards and visitors to the house often reported seeing a tall, shadowy figure dressed in black robes appearing near the stairwell or lurking in dark corners. Some described the figure as having a malevolent presence, like the room would drop in temperatures when he was near. Connecting the dots here, the family began to believe that Fred wasn't just any poltergeist. They thought he was the Black Monk of Pontefract, an angry spirit cursed to roam the grounds for eternity. It's believed that he was sentenced to a hanging. He was hung.
Oh yeah, dude. I wish I was hung.
Some say it's a blessing. Some say it's a curse.
That's one of those things. I think I've went on a tangent about that before. I don't like that it's called hanged. That just
Hanged.
sounds wrong. Like he was hanged.
He was hanged. He was hung.
was hung.
Well, that's why he had a huge dick on him.
He was also swinging from the end of a rope.
Fred wasn't shy about showing off for visitors either.
He was hung. Of course not. Here's another theory: is that Fred was black. Is another.
Listen, I've broke down the data and statistics.
Yeah,
I work a shakedown room in a prison.
it's a stereotype that holds up, man.
I didn't see a lot of big white dicks.
They exist.
I saw
They definitely do.
several black dicks that stopped me in my tracks.
They made you clutch your pearls.
Mother of God. No, sometimes I'm like, God damn, boy, got that thing on you.
That thing healthy, dog.
God, boy, you need a cup of water? Fucking hydrate, my guy.
That fucking elephant trunk.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Sometimes I'm like, high five, man.
It's a good dick you got there, buddy.
I did pull the old, went to the bathroom at work the other day, and there's about 10 people in there.
Yeah.
And I did hit him with the, hey, man, nice watch. And it was a really good delivery.
Yeah.
That's a good way to make people uneasy in the bathroom, and just say, hey, brother, nice fucking watch. Or I always do it in the urinal at the Bengals games, and my brother gets so upset. So upset. The case eventually drew the attention of paranormal investigators. They documented strange sounds, witnessed objects flying around, and recorded eerie cold spots. Some even claimed to feel a presence that seem to stare them down as if daring them to get closer. One investigator reportedly said, "It's as if he knows we're here and he doesn't like it."
Oh.
Just a pure malevolent presence that you could feel anytime that you're in the house. As time went on, the activity reached a fever pitch. Crosses were turned upside down. Family photos were slashed, and one investigator even reported being scratched by unseen claws. That creeps me out when there's claws involved.
Yeah.
And it tells you it's some kind of monster from the other side, some type of dark entity. And in one of my favorite movies, Paranormal Activity,
Oh, fuck yeah.
when they put the powder on the ground and there's hoof marks,
Yeah.
man, that creeped me out, dude.
That movie in the theater was so fucking good.
Yeah, it was good, but it was also much the same as Blair Witch Project. You didn't know what was, if it was real, if it was fake.
Yeah.
At the time, you're just like, oh my God. Now I assume everything's fake.
Yeah.
That's how I am now.
Right.
Someone will show me a video on the internet. They're like, man, this is funny. And I'll say, fake.
Mm-hmm.
Fake, stupid. Stupid, fake, and gay. Get it out of my face. I just assume everything's fake now. Like my wife was showing me a video of the couple that use the Nerf guns and shoot balloons.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I said, you think this shit's real?
Splooge goes everywhere.
Yeah. I'm like, you think this is...
That dude's laugh drives me fucking crazy.
Pop. Yeah. She said, oh, you don't have to be so mean about it. I said, no, it pisses me off, man. Whatever.
Yeah.
Let's see. It was as if Fred was feeding off the family's fear, growing bolder and more dangerous with every passing day. Imagine going to bed every night, wondering if you'd wake up to find the room torn apart or claw marks in your neck. A mattress on top of you. It's stressful for a family.
For sure.
After the Pritchards moved out, the house at 30 East Drive became a destination for paranormal enthusiasts. Some say Fred is still alive, still there to this day, his dark spirit lingering in the shadows, waiting for the next family to terrorize. So what was the Black Monk of Pontefract? Was it a spirit trapped between worlds, a manifestation of trauma, or maybe just a really angry ghost?
Could be. Who knows?
Whatever it was, one thing is for sure. The Pritchard family will never forget the terror that they endured at this house at 30 East Drive. And I went back. There's actually a website now. This is a very popular paranormal hotspot, and you can rent it for $300 to $400 a night.
Damn.
Stay there, conduct an investigation.
Get scratched by claws.
Get scratched on your balls by claws.
Claws on the balls.
Claws on your balls. Get out of my fucking house.
I thought you were about to rap.
I started to. I wanted to, but
Slash and gash for tennis with your balls.
that's from Scary Movie. I think paranormal rapping is my calling.
I think so. We need to do that.
We need to invest the time.
Yeah, I'll write a real spoopy fucking beat.
The only thing we have less of than money is time.
That's true. Very true. Very true.
I'm time poor.
Yeah.
Very money poor, but I'm very, very time poor. So there is a website that you can go to and you can kind of check out.
Rent that bitch.
A lot of... I'd love to go there.
That'd be
Someone
cool.
wants to fly our asses to UK, put us up in this house,
Hell yeah.
stay there with us. Fly us. Fly like an eagle.
Should I go anywhere if someone wants to fly me?
Mm-hmm. One of the investigators.
Someone flies us to fucking North Korea. See ya, bitch.
I want you to meet my fucking Uncle
Uncle Kim.
Rocket Man. Call him Uncle Rocket.
Just fucking launch us to the sun.
Dude, if Kim Jong-un likes Dennis Rodman,
Oh, yeah.
he would love us, man. He'd think we were the two most fun human beings ever.
Isn't it funny that they probably think that Dennis Rodman is one of the most famous people in America? They have no idea.
That's I keep up with wrestling still, and they do the Saudi Arabia shit.
Yeah.
In Saudi Arabia, they're not the hippest of current wrestling.
Sure.
So I was reading a story about one of the recent, because when they do these events there, they make like $1 billion.
Oh, yeah, that place just fucking drips money.
And WWE charges them, you want us to come, you're paying for it.
Yeah.
And one of the last events, they said, the only way we're bringing you back is if you bring Yokozuna. And WWE's like, well, he died in fucking 1998 or whenever he died. He's been dead
forever.
30 years.
Yeah.
And Saudi Arabia's like,
oh,
okay. Well, then we want Hulk Hogan to wrestle. And they're like, that's not happening either.
he sucks.
He's handicapped.
He sucks,
And they have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
This is one account from a paranormal team. They, it says, we asked the sister in the toilet, are you all right? Which she replied, yes, thank you. But at the exact same time she replied, the whole group said, wow, did you hear that? They heard a man's voice say, mocking the sister's reply from the toilet.
Okay.
I would like to point out, if I'm part of a professional paranormal investigative team and we go on an investigation, one of the most haunted homes in all of UK, and one of my members says, oh, I gotta take a shit, I would kick that person off my paranormal investigative team.
Oh, man.
But I fear that you would be the one, if we were investigating a home like this, you'd say, dude, I gotta try out the shitter.
Dude,
I gotta poop.
Yeah, I gotta poop in this haunted place.
I gotta try it out.
Oh, man.
And that's a very vulnerable time when you're naked on the toilet.
Yeah.
The other day, I was sitting on the toilet, and someone fucking, like, busted the door open. And the door swings open.
Oh, it's like my biggest fear if I'm in a public bathroom. Someone just kicks in the fucking door.
This is upstairs. This is at the fucking house.
I'm fucking sweating right now, dude.
Oh, all right.
I'm melting.
Sorry. I can turn the air on for you.
Sorry, guys. I got to piss real bad, so I'm like sitting here fucking shaking.
You want me to pause? You can go real quick?
If you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
I'm about to fucking die.
Okay.
I drank that entire fucking 44-ounce coffee.
You gotta watch that, buddy. Rob Dog's going with Turlet.
It's been a while since I've done this.
Yeah, call this the black. Hi, YouTube. How's everybody doing? What kind of headphones do you guys use? Rob uses HD 280s. I can't remember the manufacturer. And then I use Bayer Dynamic DT 770 Pros, which are very, very comfortable. I got this. You see, I got the gray padding around the edge there. Hopefully that answers your question, Jay. But I highly recommend these. They're both good headphones. I had the same ones, but they started to flake really bad. These are like crushed velvet almost. Hello. Vacation in Canada. Who in God's name would go there for? Yeah, I am on PlayStation Network. I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty, so if you guys want to hop on there and add me, it's Brohio Nick on PlayStation Network.
Yeah, it's like 15 degrees hotter in here than it is out in that other room.
I'm fine, man.
I think I'm wearing pants, and I normally don't wear pants.
Well, that and you just got diagnosed with that shit.
And yeah. Yeah. And I had to piss real bad.
Yeah.
And I'm gay.
I don't know.
It's like my biggest fear if I'm in a public bathroom, someone just kicks in the fucking door.
This is upstairs.
Dude, I would die. Just sitting there vulnerable.
Yeah, to elaborate on there. Sorry, Rob.
Yeah.
Rob Dog had to go pee.
I had to drain the old lizard.
Whenever they kicked the door open on me and I'm sitting on the toilet, the only thing I could think about is how ugly my pussy looked. Because
sure,
you just got your dick tucked into the toilet seat, and it makes it look really weird.
It does.
You just got this hairy flat spot, and you're just like, all your fucking mass is just hanging over the toilet, and your dick is pushed down tight in there, so there's nothing to see.
Shit.
So then if someone did kick in the door on you to see your dick, they would just say, oh my God, he's got a really ugly looking pussy, is what they would say about you.
His mussy.
Yeah,
Fucking man pussy.
He's got a mussy. He's got a mushy mussy.
Oh, God.
If you have a mushy mussy, send us an email. We're going to see something. brohiopodcast@gmail.com.
Okay. .com.
Let's get back to the research, Robert.
Okay.
There are possible spirits of dogs that have been photographed
No shit.
throughout the home. This is one account of paranormal investigators that worked on the property. Arriving early, the group knocked on the door of 30 East Drive on the off chance that there was someone inside, but the house was locked and vacant. As the paranormal investigative team turned and walked back down the path, someone started loudly and aggressively banging on the window as if to get their attention. The group presumed someone was indeed inside and returned only to reconfirm that the house was still firmly locked and vacant. A fact later confirmed when the house was open for the waiting group 30 minutes later. The group leader asked if Fred wanted to play.
Oh.
Then a noise was heard on the landing, so the group leader rushed to see, and standing in the doorway off the small bedroom was a really tall black figure which moved into the room behind the door. Not thinking, the group leader walked straight into the shadow, an experience that affected him very badly. And if you go to the website, it's 30eastdrive.com.
Okay.
They have a tab called Happenings, and there are over, let's see, around 300 instances of strange things happening inside the home. So
Damn.
I'll read a few of these.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
One account, it says a marble was ejected from his chest while he was sat in the front room. A doll was found wedged deep inside the piano. The kitchen cupboards opened on their own. These are all witnesses' accounts.
Okay.
Team member found inexplicable scratches on her leg. Team member was pushed down the stairs. Red Bull can was heard scraping across the kitchen surface. Some intelligent responses from an ovulus regarding a religious male. An EVP of a female in the coal house telling her name. A boy in a white jumper witness stood across the landing.
Damn,
There's
man.
300 of these accounts of just weird.
Interesting.
A doll placed on the top shelf of the coal hole was later found on the bottom of the shelf wearing a necklace. At about 3 a.m., everyone woke up from the sounds of something being dragged in the bedroom with the boiler in. I don't know what that means. Growling coming from the coal room. I would stay the fuck out of that coal room because that seems like
Yeah.
source of a lot. Coins and marbles being thrown across the room. Team member felt stroking on the back of his neck in the coal room. Strong smell of sulfur.
I fucking farted, dog. That's that ghost fart.
Yeah, people in England don't fart though.
Yeah,
It's
imagine.
different type of farting over there.
It's called shitting your fucking pants from eating beans and toast.
Hard farting.
It's the driest farts ever.
I don't have time to pull it up, but so we are having problems again with one of the cats peeing in the corner upstairs.
Same one?
I didn't know.
You don't know? Okay.
I didn't know. So I bought a Ring stick-up camera and I put it in the corner to see which cat it was.
Okay.
Like clockwork, within 20 minutes of putting it up, I see which cat it is. So we had just gotten rid of a litter box upstairs, and I'm thinking, okay, we got to put the litter box back now.
Okay.
So we put the box back. Haven't had any more problems.
Okay.
Then there was motion on that camera yesterday, and I pulled up, and it's Pumpkin. She's just standing there. She's just sitting there. And then Pepper walks up, and Pumpkin goes, "Rah!" and just starts fucking wailing at her.
Mm-hmm.
And then Pepper just starts licking Pumpkin's asshole as hard as just toss their fucking salad hard. Just
Damn. It's interspecies lesbianism.
And Bruce, that was his thing, dude.
Yeah.
If he saw anyone get near this cat, he would get disgruntled
Sure.
because he loved eating the cat out. because he was licking puss and butthole.
She's carrying on the legacy now.
Whenever the cat would start getting licked by Bruce, the cat would go like, she makes some weird noises and shit.
She's getting off.
Because she's getting eaten out.
Yeah. It's so fucking weird.
It's gross and it's weird and I don't know how to stop it, man.
Yeah.
Animals are just, they're fucking animals.
Right.
But now, Pepper is just trying to lick all the cat's buttholes. And she's been chasing them and biting their legs for her entire life because she's a border collie and she nips. But now she just wants to hold them down and fuck them. They just hold them down and lick their buttholes.
It's so weird.
It's fucking weird and gross, man.
So in other words, the cat's just squirting in the corner. That cat squirt all over the place.
What kind of sound would you make if a dog just walked up and started licking you on the butthole? Tell you what. Film your... This doesn't even have to be a dog. Send us a video clip or an audio clip of the sounds you make when you're getting your asshole licked.
Hell yeah, dude, I like
And
this.
as long as it's a, I guess, manageable amount, we'll play all of the audio clips on the next episode.
Like a big combination, what they call it, a compilation?
Compilation.
Yeah.
Of
compilation.
with sounds you make when you're getting your ass licked.
Yeah, and we're gonna be able to tell if it's the difference between you getting your dick sucked or getting your asshole licked. That's a different sound.
Well, we welcome male and females here.
Yeah.
So
We know the sound difference.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to get a lot of male replies.
I would
any
assume.
female replies will get moved to the front of the list.
Front of the queue.
But we welcome all of you to send us an audio clip, or if you don't know how to do that, just do a video, cover up the camera and just
fucking lay it in there.
Email us the sound brohiopodcast@gmail.com. Email us the sound of the noise you make when you're getting your asshole licked.
Okay.
Do you think this is going to go well?
No.
I think it's going to be great, man.
I think we're gonna get one, and it's gonna be, or we're gonna get two, and it's gonna be the same person both times.
Just send them, and we'll play them in the next episode. Scout's honor. Even if it totals 10, 15 minutes,
Just asshole licking noises. Oh, fuck.
we can change and this is why we've lasted so long, because we know we are chameleons. We know how to blend into the business.
Cutting edge. Only the best topic. Only the best fucking sound bites.
I was hoping to stall long enough here that we would get an email as we sat here.
Oh, yeah.
Just someone like,
We gotta, when we play it, we gotta have, a noise in the background of, someone, eating something sticky.
someone eating a bowl of noodles. Let's see if we can find... Let's see if we can
Slurping
find our
and
sound
shit.
effects right now.
Yeah, we should be able to find something. I would think, a soup, a porridge.
Oh. Let's do
Maybe some,
open mouth chewing sound
runny mashed potatoes.
effects.
Oh, there we go. Let's see if this is any good.
Oh, dude, that's fucking gross. I don't like that.
That's really bad.
Oh my god, that's so gross. Even for us, that's nasty.
Why is that so? That's so gross.
Oh god, eating with mouth open, munching sound effects.
Oh, that's really bad.
That's what it sounds like when I eat ass, buddy.
Why is it so wet?
That's the noise.
That sound got me.
That was yucky, wasn't it? Dude?
Oh man.
Eating with mouth open.
10 hours. 10 hours of eating sounds.
Oh, dude. I didn't think. I'll turn that off because that's really gross.
Yeah, that's bad.
I never realized that I don't like it when people chew with their mouth open.
Yeah, that's new to me. Wow.
But I don't think I like it.
Oh, jeez.
I don't chew with my mouth open.
I don't either. Unless I'm trying to be a dickhead. Which I'm typically not trying to, but
I was at a fucking Mexican restaurant the other day,
yeah.
and I was eating my burrito, and my buddy was sitting next to me, and he said, "You know what pisses me off?" And I said, "What?" He said, "When really fucking hot chicks chew like a gorilla." And I look up, and there's a lady at the table across from us. She's looking right at me, and she's eating her food, and she's just like a fucking
Like a giraffe.
koala eating eucalyptus.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just a dog with peanut butter in its mouth.
Yeah, it's not cool, man. It's fucking not cool.
Some people do it subconsciously.
I know. Those are fucking mouth breathers.
Yeah. All right. Well, we will end this episode. We haven't got an email of anybody's butthole eating noises. So people on the YouTube live stream are not really.
They're not reciprocating yet.
They're not in a very giving mood.
Well, hopefully we can deliver next week. And if you missed,
We're gonna have some.
If you missed this week's episode, you're gonna be so confused watching next week if you don't know what's going on.
We introduce that segment. It'll be great.
Yeah, good times.
Well, I hope you all have a wonderful week.
Yeah.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. We have a Friendsgiving this weekend with my wife's work friends.
Nice.
Not my friends.
Yeah.
Her friends. And I don't know why she's taking me around other people. Because I am objectively obscene.
Yeah, you're gonna make her regret that decision.
The only reason they want me to come is because I'll make a brisket.
Hey.
I might change my fucking mind and bring a goddamn smoked bologna. I don't know.
Ooh.
I like bologna.
Yeah, I love bologna.
We went to the Village Inn or some kind of restaurant in Waynesville yesterday.
Okay.
You walk past it at the Sauerkraut Festival.
Mm-hmm.
I had meatloaf,
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
I love meatloaf.
Peanut butter pie, 15 out of 10. But it's like this little village restaurant. It kind of recessed off. It looks like a little village off the road right there.
I know what you're talking about.
It's a really dark building.
Mm-hmm.
I highly recommend it.
Okay.
And when you do go there, I want you to look your waitress right in the face. And I want you to say,
Oh, God.
Nick and Rob from the Brohio podcast sent me. And they said I can chew with my mouth open if I want. Give me some of that peanut butter fudge pie. Cram that peanut butter pie down my pie hole.
That's so gross.
It is. There we go.
Oh, man.
Dude, what did this person eat for 10 hours?
It sounds wet. Like a fucking seafood boil.
Like a fucking fart that escaped. Seafood boil. Crawfish.
Crawfish.
I've never had crawfish.
Crawdads.
Yeah. I get those in my underwear sometimes. All right, guys. Have a great week. We'll catch up with you soon.
Love you guys.
Yeah. Okay, YouTube.
Oh, shit, crawdad. That's what I am when I get too drunk.
Looking forward to hearing that. Yeah, we are too, Metalhead Bartender.
Oh, yeah, we'll see.
I'm
I'm sure it's going to be great.
We love you guys, and thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, guys.
Peace out.
Later.